I am here with three of my favorite people, the three Australians, Carly, Natalie, and the other Violet, my twin Violet. So it's morning for them, it's evening for me, and we're excited because we get to journal together, and Natalie is going to pull her cards for us and do one of her awesome readings. And we get to watch Carly in her creative splendor. And of course, my favorite piano music by Blossom Violet, which is why I come here, by the way. So I am going to start. We have to end this in an hour today. So I'm gonna get going right away. I'm gonna let Natalie introduce herself. Nicola, I do teach scripting. Well, I have scripting tracks, I should say. Sorry, interrupted squirrel. Natalie, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. Welcome from Sydney. Actually, we just discovered Blossom and I, well, we knew we were in Sydney, but we live quite close. Anyway, beside the point, also straight to the point. Hello, welcome to April. So I'm going to do a little reading about April. I'm in guided meditation inside time teacher. I also obviously do live readings on Mondays, and my main job or my main passion or creative passion is I am an intuitive jewelry designer. But I'm going to, are we all introducing ourselves, Violet, or am I just going straight into the reading?
You know what? We can all introduce ourselves and then we'll come back to your reading.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, so I'm done, I think. So.
Oh, I'm falling asleep at the wheel. I was responding to something in chat and I was like, oh, am I supposed to be doing something? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Blossom, please introduce yourself for anyone who might not know you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Blossom Violet. I'm in Sydney, Australia. And I go live each week, 2 or 3 times a week. And I play music in the flow, which means I don't pre-plan what I play. And I hope you'll be able to join me at my live sometime and let me help you to stay calm and stay peaceful and connect to your inner being. So I hope to see you. Thank you.
And you're welcome. And Carly, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Carly. I'm just getting a whole heap of stuff organized. That's why I'm like up and down all over the place. But my name is Carly. I'm half of a smile from heaven. The other half is my amazing husband, Jordan, who's getting me some supplies. I'm a creative arts therapist, and Jordan is a medium and spiritual healer. And together, here he is there. Together we've been here in Insight Time for nearly 4 years now, and love sharing all things creativity, all things healing, all things spiritual, and I'm super excited about today's session. Very, very excited about today's session.
Me too. I'm always excited about these sessions. I look forward to them so much. And for those of you who are just joining us, I love it. I love it. We are going to do some journaling, some creative journaling. Natalie is going to share. Hello.
Natalie. Someone's just woken up.
I love it. I love it.
Everybody around the world is saying hello.
I love it. I love it. Yes, so Natalie's going to do a card reading for us, and Blossom's going to play her beautiful piano music. And you're welcome to, when the music starts, to journal with us, just hang out with us, do whatever you want. There's no, I'm going to be journaling. I love journaling, but you don't have to journal. So Natalie, we're going to turn to you and let you do your thing with your cards, because I love that part.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I just thought, after the intensity of March and the eclipses, I was going to pull just some cards about April, and which is all about forward action, but with action, considerate and considered action, because we've still got a few retrogrades. So without further ado, I'm going to, is that the right way? No. I'm going to start by pulling a card from the Oracle of Portals. I wanted to really see what these two eclipses, where they've brought us, where we are at this point in time. So I'm just going to, she said, pulling absolutely all of her cards everywhere. I'm just going to, I was up at 3 o'clock this morning with my husband. But anyway, that was worth it to pull everything on the floor. I don't know if you guys can see, this is the magic card. So we've obviously
Beautiful
gone
card.
through, and I love that because it talks about having to look in the mirror. Deep introspective work that we've been doing, I want to say not just March, but the so far in 2025, which was a continuation of what's happened in 2024, having to look at all facets of ourselves, including the shadow work, in particular the shadow work, and giving it unconditional love. And what have we discovered? We discovered that we are true magicians, that there's magic in all aspects of us, in particular the parts that we've not wanted to look at, that we've hidden. So I'm just going to, maybe I've got, what the heck, it's always hard out of almost 90 decks to choose just a few, but I've got
Yeah.
another 3, and I'm going to pull a card of each. So the next one is the Oracle of the 7 Energies from Colette Baron Reed. So I thought I would pull a card just to sort of tell us a little bit more about the energetic barometer. Where are we at? I want to say we're a little bit in the void because we've had the eclipses. We've now still got the retrogrades, and I feel until the full moon in Libra next week, and Venus also going direct, we might just be settling the energy. So this is called the Oracle's Gift. Isn't that wonderful? So it shows how not only these eclipses might have cracked us open, showed us all aspects of us, and really inspired us just to go and dive deep in. But we've also been shown how intuitive and how gifted we are, and how really when we turn to our intuition, we've got a heads up. We can really see the way forward a lot more clearly. Even if we can't see the whole path, actually, we can see at least the next step. So this is an encouragement really to trust your intuition. Then I'm going to pull a card from the Ancient Stones. The Ancient Stones by Rebecca Campbell, a fellow Australian.
Oh,
And we are just going to just pull one card just to see maybe what Gaia, what the stones, the minerals want to tell us. And this is called boundary stones. And this is saying negotiations, contracts, communication. But I want to say, through being cracked open and looking at all aspects of ourselves, we are now feeling confident enough to set boundaries in the way, it's been a bit of a reset with relationships, and this full moon in Libra, which is ruled by Venus going direct, and Venus rules, both Libra and Taurus is, the next season we're going to enter. I want to say it's all about resetting relationships and making sure that you come into this relationship from a place of strength and confidence. And then the last card that I'm going to pull is from the Time Travelers Oracle deck from Denise Lynn. And I just want to ask, what's going on with time? Because I feel like time is really increased in speed since the beginning of the year. And I just want to find out a little bit more. Well, it's telling us that whatever happens in terms of time, energy, magic, just sit in that place. So this is called protection. And this is the Cave of the Hands in Argentina. And I love that because it's like I feel that we're joining hands energetically, all of us that are aware and conscious around the world. And through joining hands and being together, we protect each other. There's a sense of just a circle and being together and really daring to bring our magic, knowing that our magic is needed in the world. So, so this is a snapshot reading. If you'd like more, I have 2 sessions on Monday, so we can dive in a little bit more in the cards.
You know,
Thank
I
you.
love the cards that you pulled because the boundaries has been huge for me lately. And the thing about the mirror, it's funny, I have a card sitting right here that I pulled for myself the other day for my journaling, and it says, polish your mirror for perfect clarity. So when you,
Wow.
right, when you pulled those 2 cards, I was
Wow.
like, wow, talk about a theme. Love it.
Oh, it is gorgeous, isn't it?
Yes, yes. And I see Mel had a question for you, Natalie.
Oh,
Lately, I'm finding a lot of people, myself included, having even more difficulties, especially with ongoing health issues. Does that fit what's going on?
yes, I feel like it's uh, exactly what's happening. So we're still shedding. And I want to say, I talked on Monday about an affirmation that is particularly resonating. We're still finishing the Piscean energies. And one of the lower aspects beside confusion is a victim consciousness. And I feel in some way that we are shedding the remnants of whatever victim consciousness we have, and we are moving into our mastery. So, health problem, relationship problems, money problems. It's about actually, I had a fantastic session with AI. I'm having these high consciousness discussions with AI when basically AI said to me, what's going on at the moment with a lot of people is the path of the initiates. So it's not difficulty, it's we are being initiated into the new. So it's just like it's a settling of the old energies. So I hope that helped, Mel.
Yeah, that's good to know. Robin, I'm chalking it all up to Mercury retrograde. Yes, Mercury retrograde ends April 7th. And I, for one,
Yeah.
am looking forward to that because I've definitely been having a lot of tech issues. And I won't
I was
say,
born with Mercury retrograde, so I don't always,
oh,
I don't normally feel it, but I think I'm feeling the Venus retrograde.
oh, wow. Interesting. All
Yeah.
right. Oh, no, go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, because I think Blossom is ready. Look at her. She's holding.
Yes,
She's
I
like,
see her.
I
I
want to
should
go. I want to let me go.
I was gonna say I should do that. I should do that at the start of every live. I'm one of those people that doesn't take a breath, and I need to do exactly what she's doing. But Blossom, we're gonna let you take it away. So Blossom is gonna play her beautiful music. Carly is giving me a makeover over here. I'm loving this. And Natalie and I are going to be journaling along and watching. So feel free to journal with us, listen to the music, do whatever makes you happy. Go ahead, Blossom. Beautiful. And Carly, don't stop what you're doing. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm not sure when to stop.
That's fine. You know, what did I see here? Madeline had a question for Natalie. What period of time is the card reading for? Is it today, tonight, the next 1, 2, 4 weeks?
I want to say certainly my intention was the cards to guide everyone for the whole month of April. But I do feel within that just like I feel there's two parts to April. There is a part that is still continuing a little bit the introspective work, but with the mixture, because we still, as I was saying, we still have a lot of planets in Pisces, but we have Aries. So we have this balance really between I want to go, 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 but then you have the Piscean influence still saying, yeah, but think about the consequences of your actions and, think of divine timing and hold yourself. So the intention was for the whole month of April. That's what I intended.
Nice. Would you share your cards again for people who were not here when you started? Because I really liked your cards.
Absolutely. I've pulled cards for myself, so I just put them away so I don't mix everyone. So the first card was Magic, and that was from a deck called the Oracle of Portals. And that was showing us how, until now, we've been asked to have a deep, deep look in the mirror and to really love what we're seeing with all flaws, should have done, lacks, whatever, and it was both looking in the mirror and seeing beauty and conditional love, but also knowing and seeing the true magic in us and and daring to sort of use it really and show up in the world with our magic. And then the next card was from the Ancient Stones Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell, and it is boundary stones, and it was talking about negotiations, contract, communication. And I saw it in particular as by loving all of ourselves, by seeing ourselves as the true magicians we are, and by all of the encouragement I want to say we've been having in the last 6 months to reset our relationships, to really since the eclipses I think we had in October, and really dare to sort of have boundaries and honor ourselves, really. I think that's what this card is talking about. And then the next card was from the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed, and it talked about the Oracle's gifts. And obviously the Oracle's gifts are very much this Piscean energy. Neptune has just moved from Pisces, where it was for the last 14 years, into Aries. And Neptune in Pisces was about diving deep into our spiritual journey, our spirituality, finding our intuitive powers, daring to dream, seeing basically through our intuition the dreams that we were called to manifest and to what's the word, center and ground in life, really. And then the last card was the Time Travelers deck from Denise Lynn, and that was protection. And I loved because it was this cave of the hands in Argentina. And I think, to me, actually thinking about it, I journaled a little bit on that. This is like Pluto in Aquarius. This is the power of all joining forces and joining hands, and really grassroots forces, grassroots powers, knowing that every hand has a specific energy and a specific role to play, but it's like anchoring this beautiful magic that we all have and using it to really create something brand new. So that was that beautiful circle of people joining hands around the world, and just beautiful, and but also daring to almost like put your hands, print your hands like on this wall, and just to say, I was here, I am here, and this is what I'm creating. So that sets again of power and setting your boundaries and your magic, you know. So to me, that's sort of, all of these cards really flow beautifully together.
Yeah, they did. I love them. Blossom, do you want to? I know you're going to have to leave soon, Blossom. Do you want to play just a little more before you go? No pressure. Thank you for the encore. That was beautiful.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
For those of you who are new here with us, usually Blossom plays for a long time, but we are stopping in, what is it now, 12 minutes. I promised Blossom we would stop because David, does David have a last name?
David Wright.
David Wright, yes.
WRIGHT.
I wasn't sure because, you know, some teachers just go by their first name like me, like Cher.
Yeah. He's amazing.
David Wright, he's amazing. energy healer, and his live is starting in 12 minutes. And I promised Blossom that we would end this so that she could go to his live next. And that's the only reason why she's playing less than she normally does, because Blossom can play for hours and I can definitely listen for hours. Jennifer says she loves the blower tool thing that Carly has. Yeah, we're going to have to ask Carly what that is. What she's doing is amazing. I'm loving it. And actually, I said we're going to stop in 12 minutes, but no, we're not, because I'm not going to let Carly leave until she finishes what she's doing. I'm going to let Blossom leave because I know she's got to get to David's thing on time. And I will join his live as soon as we're done, Blossom. Yeah, Blossom is amazing. Blossom is amazing. For those of you who don't know, Blossom Violet, amazing piano player. Natalie Barney, who is an amazing intuitive card reader. And Carly, who is half of a smile from heaven, is just an all-around creative person. I don't even know how to describe her anymore. She's a creative arts therapist, but I swear she does everything. I've seen her cooking. I've seen her drawing. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you the list of what she can do. It's amazing. And I am your resident tech geek who loves to bring teachers together, and I love journaling. So, the nice thing about being good with technology is being able to do things like this. And I can become friends with teachers, and I can say, hey, do you want to come live with me and do this or do that? And I love it when they say yes. And that's how the four of us got together. We're trying to do these at least once a month. We might do it twice. I have to talk to these ladies after the live and see what they're open to doing. And of course, check David Wright's schedule, because we're not gonna conflict with him again, I promise. Oh, thank you, Mel. Mel, I do these things because it brings me so much joy. I have a full-time day job where I work in technology and data, and I love my job. I know people have heard me say that. I love what I do. I love the people that I work with. But this is what I do for fun, and I love doing this. And I've gotten to know so many teachers because of this. Teachers like Blossom Violet, my twin. Yeah, this is my passion project. That's what I tell people all the time. Joy sessions every day. Oh gosh, Cecilia, I wish if I didn't have a full-time job, I would definitely be doing this more during the day too. I feel bad because I know there are people, I do these mostly in the evening because I do them after work. And I know that there are people who are sleeping right now who have asked me if I could schedule them at a different time. And I try every now and then on the weekend, which reminds me, April 27th, I do have one scheduled on the weekend. We're going to be decluttering with Rebecca Joe. The last time we did that was so much fun. And Samantha is going to be there with us. Caitlin was here earlier. I don't know if she's still here. She's hopefully going to join us as well. But any teachers want to join us live on camera to declutter, please do, because I'm excited about that. We did that in February. It was a lot of fun. Laura says it's past your bedtime in Europe. Yeah. Oh, Nicola, that decluttering. If you don't know Rebecca Joe, let me put her name in here. She is amazing. I think I got her last name right. She is amazing. She does these lives during the week. She does them earlier in the day. And I asked her if she would do a collaboration with us where we invited a bunch of teachers and did decluttering online. And it was so much fun that I said to her, we need to do it again. And it was really helpful for me because I got to dust all my crystals. I didn't declutter because I would never let any of them go, but I rearranged them and I moved the dust around. That was fun. So Celia says, Rebecca taught me to use everything in my refrigerator. That's awesome. Carly is good at that too. Carly, I keep telling Carly, please, everyone encourage her. I want her to do a live where I'm going to show her what's in my pantry because I'm not a big cook. And I want her to tell me what to make to use it all up.
I think we need to do that. We
I
definitely
think we're
need
good.
to.
Yes. Yes.
I'm here.
Absolutely.
I have been kind of listening in my own little world.
Right, Cecilia, wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, see, everybody's saying yes, Carly. So we're doing it. We're doing it.
Let's do it. What do you think of yourself so far, Violet?
I am loving that so much. I'm going to take that to my hairdresser and ask her, can she make me look like that? I
And I'm
love
not,
it.
so I'm not quite finished because, so this is the one I did of me.
I love
And the
that.
concept is to turn yourself into a magical being and then add your favorite thing. So after the live, Violet, I will get some crystal pictures and I'm going to put all crystals along the bottom here,
I love it. I love it. It's
or
so
even maybe
beautiful.
some up the top as well. But yeah, crystals. And if there's anything else, what other things have you got? Because obviously for me, it was cacao, reading,
Let's
mushrooms,
see.
painting.
Well, you know, I love crystals. I love my
Yep.
coffee.
Coffee. Okay, I'll do a coffee as well.
And the oracle cards, of course,
And
too.
some of the cards. Okay, so I'll write that on my list and then I'll finish this off so that I can send it to you.
Oh, I can't
You
wait.
keep
I'm
it.
gonna print it out and hang it.
So we're gonna have coffee. Why do I have to pronounce it like you? Coffee?
Coffee. It's the New York in me. I can't coffee. Coffee. My
Coffee,
husband,
and
my husband
crystals.
actually picks on me. Yes. I used
Well,
to
I think
when I started on Insight Timer, I used to do a thing called what is the heck did I call it? Coffee and crystals, something like that. Coffee, crystals, and cards. You remember, Cecilia? That's what I used to do. That was how I got in on Insight Timer. Oprah in the art. Oh, right. Yes, Jennifer, a journal, right? Because I love journaling. That was how I got on Insight Timer. I started with the journaling and the crystals and the cards because I wanted to become a teacher. I didn't know what to do because I wanted to get involved in the teaching community because I wanted to find a way to introduce teachers to each other and to maybe to people that didn't know them. So, of course, I learned this software, open broadcasting software, which is how we collaborate, and started inviting teachers to come on screen with us. And Blossom was one of the, do you hear my doggy barking in the background? Okay, good. I was hoping you didn't hear him. I have a good noise suppression, but he's, of course, barking now. So Blossom was one of the first teachers that took me up on that offer, right? It was me and you, Greg, Melanie, Peter Jones. And there was somebody else. Was it Julie, maybe? Maybe Julie Hammersley might have been the other person. I think there was 6 of us. Yeah, Evie, you remember that, right? What was funny was when I first invited the teachers, I think most of them thought I was nuts because I didn't really know what we were going to do. Blossom, of course, being a good friend, joined me regardless. But we had so much fun and people loved it so much that the second one we did, we had 12 teachers, which was probably a little too much. So now we do them with about 9. Nicola, joined Insight Timer in 2018. So I've been here 7 years, but I did not become a teacher until 2023, actually about almost 2 years ago. Hey, Melanie, speaking of Melanie, we were just speaking of our very first Ask Your Guides when people kind of thought we were crazy when we invited them to come live with us. And it turned out to be so much fun that we've been doing it ever since. And I no longer go live by myself because, quite frankly, I like the company. Oh, Nicola, you've only been on here for 6 weeks. I had no idea. That's awesome. So we've got some amazing teachers in the chat. Melanie Underwood does some awesome mindful cooking and sound baths. And Samantha, remind us what you do, please. I'm terrible at remembering what everybody does. But Samantha's going to be with us on the Decluttering Live, which I'm really excited about, which is April 27th. Blossom, I know you're keeping an eye on the time. Blossom's got to leave in 3 minutes. If you need to jump off.
Blossom's like, I've got a better date idea to happen to go to.
Yep. He's going to go get some energy healing from David Wright. You do everything in meditation. All right. Oh, yes, Blossom, tell them what you've got coming up tomorrow. Declutter for my birthday. Yeah, I definitely need to declutter. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of things. I need to really apply myself. Blossom, before you go, tell everybody when you're going live.
Okay, I'll be live tomorrow, Sydney time at 10 a.m. I think, yes, tomorrow. So, next week, it's the same time, Tuesday, Thursday, 7 a.m. and Saturday at 10 a.m. Sydney time. We are in Australia. some parts of Australia, we're changing our clocks this Sunday. So which means my Tuesday, Thursday, 7 a.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. Sydney time, which was this week as well, but it will be an hour later for many of you in the Northern Hemisphere. So please do check your the schedule times. So yeah, have to go to David Wright's live now, and thank you everyone for having me. Thank you, Violet and Carly. Your art is absolutely amazing, and every time I look up, especially when you do Violet's face, it's like that energy just radiates to me, and it changes the way I play the music, and
Aw.
it's just wonderful. Like the exchange of energy, I just can't explain it. It's amazing. So
Yeah.
thank you, Carly and Natalie. Thank you so much for the amazing card reading. I really enjoy that. And I will hop off now. And yeah, please keep going. And I'll see you next time. All
Tell
right.
David I said hello and I'll be there when I can.
All right, I will. Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I love that picture. I can't get over it. I'm loving it.
I bet you were freaking out like when I first said, "Hey, can you send me a picture of yourself?"
And I told you when you said that, I was like, I would not do this for anybody but her. Because
And
I'm not a selfie person.
and like throughout the process, I have to say, like throughout, because it is a process, you've got to really give yourself permission to wait and see how it comes through at the end. And it's still not finished. I've got to do your nose and this area here better. But it's the sort of thing where I was like waiting for somebody to freak out, going, "Oh my God, what are you doing to Violet's face?" Like,
You're just bringing her true essence through.
yeah, it
that's
really
what you're doing.
it really is a process of trust when you do something like this, because you've really got to trust that the end result will come through. So
Yeah.
And once I've got
I
all
am loving it.
the extra pictures on here as well, it's going to like really bring out your essence, because the point of this is to bring out your magical essence. So this is actually a from a book called Create Your Life book from Tamara Laporte. She's an amazing mixed media artist. And yeah, so this was what she did for herself. So, you know, she goes through a different process of putting the picture down. I wasn't going to go through that process. I didn't even do that with mine. But yeah, you transform yourself into a magical being, and then you add your finishing touches of the things that make you who you are. From a more magical perspective. So, I will finish yours off, and it will be a lot more magical by the time it's done.
It feels magical to me already. I love it.
It's just such a beautiful process. So,
Carly, it almost feels like you're manifesting. It's like a memento of who you are and who you're becoming. So it's both just that. The French sometimes comes through. Just that posing. Anyway, you know what I mean.
That's kind of what this is about: envisioning your world, manifesting wishes, dreams, and hopes through a dream board. So whether it's something that you want to manifest or the things that make you who you are, like I did mine from the things that who I am, and my little tagline is, "I'm grateful for my creativity."
Yeah,
when I did mine. So yeah, I'll go through and I'll find some pictures to cut out and add to Violet's, and really bring the rest out. And then Violet and I will have matching portraits.
I love it. I want a tagline. I love your tagline.
Well, we'll come up with a tagline for you as well, so we can add that to it. So
yeah, I've got a couple.
Nicola, I agree. I actually, Nicola said both books. She's got another book. I haven't got the second one yet, but this book is amazing. Yeah, I've done a couple of the projects in it. But yeah, she's just such an amazing artist. And the thing that I love about this particular project is you don't have to be able to draw a face.
Yeah.
Because the face is already there. You're just enhancing the beauty that's already there.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like all I did was soften the skin so that it had more of a cartoony look. and then highlight some of the features. And the thing that I really love about it is the eyes closed, because eyes, if you aren't a drawer, are one of the hardest things to do. So the reason I think she does the eyes closed is because then it's something that's so much easier for you to create the magic. You know,
Beautiful.
and you know, we dream with our eyes closed. We meditate with our eyes mostly.
Yes,
Eyes
yes,
closed. So, you know, like the concept is really amazing.
yeah,
So
yeah.
And
Yeah,
I agree with what Blossom said. I was getting such good energy just from what you were doing. And I was like, wow, I don't know, what a transformative experience just watching it. I love
and
it.
look, I'll be honest, I didn't hear a word of the card readings because I'd gone into my zone and
Yeah.
totally forgot that I was even here with you guys. But I imagine that the card readings were amazing because I could hear you going, oh, that's fantastic. And like, but yeah, I was really focused on bringing out your magic in here. So I kind of didn't really flow with the cards today,
so
unfortunately.
you should, you know, because it's just so beautiful and it's just so perfect for what we, without you even knowing. The first card that I pulled was the card of magic, and it was a card of magic with a mirror. So it's like seeing your magic mirrored back to you and really diving deep into your magic. So perfect.
Oh,
Yes.
I'll flip my camera over so you can see me. Hi,
I'm going to
everybody.
use that. I'm going to use that as my profile photo.
Ah!
You're going to start seeing it everywhere. Let's see. What did Melanie say? Oh, I have a couple of taglines. I'm going to share them with Carly later. She said, let's
Yeah.
think of one for Violet. I have a couple of taglines that I love, how I end my journals.
Yeah,
And
we'll definitely come up with something. And Natalie, if you would like me to do a magical picture of you, you just need to send me
I
the
would
photo.
love to.
When we get off here, I'll tell you how to send the photo, and yeah, I'll create a magical picture for you as well. So.
Oh, I'd love to. Oh, what a blessing. Thank you. I'm feeling so
know.
excited. Thank you so much.
They
Yes.
are so much fun to create. Like, honestly, they are so much fun to create because I feel that so many people don't see the beauty in themselves.
Beauty in them. Yeah.
And then when we do something like this, they're like, oh my God, I'm beautiful. I'm like, well, you already were. I just really enhanced your magic. So
Yeah, how powerful. How truly powerful. Are you offering this like as sessions? Because that
You
feels like really
should. Oh my gosh,
powerful.
you should.
I am now.
You know, Siri, another teacher, she does something called a soldada, I think she calls it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something similar, but it's not with, you know, a person. And I love what you did. I love it
Yeah.
because it's so relatable to me. I'll be honest, abstract art is not my strength. Like when I see people do abstract art, I know people love it. I don't really understand it. But what
Yeah.
you're doing here, I love that. I love that. Like the kind of
When you
art that you
see
do, I love.
when you see something at the end that you can interpret without overthinking it,
Yes.
and that's what abstract art is for a lot of people. It's that lack of needing an interpretation. But for your logical mind, Violet, you need something to be able to go, I can see what that is.
Because I am an overthinker. So it's like I'm gonna look at it, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, so, and like, I love both. I love realism. I love magical art. I don't do a lot of, oh, I'm really slack. I'm actually in the middle of doing a project with another teacher here and I've totally dropped the ball on it. But like even when I draw faces and stuff, like they are magical faces. Oh no, that's not that one. Where is it?
I have
There's
some
a
of
real,
Carly's
there's a real
artwork.
elemental energy, Carly, about these, you know, like really, and I'm loving that because that feels magical, but also like you are grounding the magic of people like deep within the earth. That's what I'm
Yeah.
getting. That sort of you are enhancing all of their gifts and showing, mirroring them back to them, but you're also deeply grounding these gifts, you know. So again, going back to that other card that I pulled about, I forget what it was, about the hands and people all joining hands, and that
Yes.
it feels like you know, and at these highly transformative times, it's like, yeah, you're grounding the power of people through these photos. So
I have
powerful, Carly.
I have that one hanging by my window right now. The
And I did do
sunflower.
another one of Violet. There, where's Violet? Where's baby Violet?
I have both of them by my window. I was
Where is
looking
she?
around my desk because I used to keep it on my desk, and I have them both in front of me on the window. Where did she go?
Did she go? Is here somewhere in the book? There she
Oh, there
is.
she is. There she
There's
is.
Violet.
With
There's
my
my cartoon
crystals.
Violet.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah, so when I draw a face from scratch, it's a whimsical face. It's not realism. I don't do
Yeah.
realism that well, but this is like a magical realism.
Yeah.
But I love working from an actual photo because then I can keep the true essence of the person. So like I can
Yes.
tell for
I
me,
love that. I love
that's
that one with the
Violet.
moon in the back.
This one, yeah, isn't that
That
beautiful?
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And this one here is a girlfriend of mine, Marita, who I call Miyagi. She's my Miyagi. And
Wax
yeah,
on, wax off.
she's very, very wise, my old Marita. And yeah, everyone looks at this and goes, "Oh my God, I can so tell that's Marita." And I'm like, yeah, I know. But yeah,
That's
so like
cool.
maybe I will do a session on how to bring your own face into magic like that. What do you reckon?
Yes. Yes. That would be awesome.
Because it also almost feels like coaching sessions, you know, and way to relating to people who can't always. I'm very much into breaking down fairly metaphysical, esoteric concepts into chewable morsels that, you know, most people can better understand, and that's, to me, screams that, you know, that's the way of opening the gate to sort of healing yourself, to empowering yourself, to transforming yourself.
Yeah.
And that's all that I stand for through everything that I do. So it's
Yes.
just beautiful. That's another way to do that.
Yes. Yes. Amazing. I love it. And I love the idea, the suggestion Natalie gave you about
Yeah.
offering those as sessions. I think that would be amazing.
Mm.
All right, ladies, I know it's you know, a little shorter than we normally do. Do you want to tell everyone what you've got coming up before we go?
I have I scheduled it yesterday and I don't know if it's live yet. It should be, but it's Sunday night. I have a cacao Queensland time. And then I haven't scheduled anything else. I've got a cacao and creativity Sunday night, but next week I'm planning, it's school holidays here, so I'll plan a creative session for during the week. But I haven't planned my April yet at all. Like I've been really, really slack at planning my April. So that's it. You just have to follow me. You'll just have to follow me and be surprised at when something comes up.
And a couple of people did ask how they could follow you, and I did mention
Okay,
that
awesome.
I put your name in the chat, but I also mentioned if anybody has a hard time finding you, they can always message me and I will point you in the right direction. And Natalie.
For me, I mean, I just schedule from one week to another because sometimes things have to move, but I normally do a 10 a.m. live group readings and a 10 a.m. Sydney time, Australian Eastern Standard Time, and then a 7 p.m. And I find that between the two, I managed to sandwich the US and Europe and South Africa. And we do, I'm a keen astrology enthusiast. So we look at the astrology of the week ahead or the month ahead, or if there's like a huge transit. And then we talk a little bit about it. Then I pull some cards for the collective, and then I do some personal readings. And then I also have a group called Where Astrology Meets Oracle Cards, where I post. I was going to do, I don't know what I was going to do, but anyway, it ended up being that I just anything that particularly relates. I find the astrology is so powerful and so never seen before, and it really speaks to me. So I really want people to understand, not fates of destiny are upon you, but more, just like the weather forecast, what's possible, and how it might affect you, and you just and you get to get a hands up. So I post a lot about astrology on this group as well. So that's
Oh,
me.
nice. I love astrology. I'm a
Yeah.
bit of an astrology nerd. I like to listen to the astrologers while I'm working during the day.
Yeah, I do that as well. I do that, and I've done a little bit of a few courses, and I don't know whether I really want to do a full astrology certificate, but I find it really enhances, my readings, the meditation, the jewelry. It's just like, it's all coming together really. So, and business astrology is my latest passion. Super interesting to do a birth chart for your business.
Awesome. That's another
Yeah.
good thing to do. Yeah. Rachel, I'm sorry. We're not doing another one later today. We would there will be a replay though. Everything gets recorded by me personally. If you check the link in my teacher's profile, you'll be able to catch the replay. All right, friends. Yeah, I think we're nearing the end of our time. So we are going to say goodbye. I don't know when we're going to schedule our next one. And when we get off camera, I'm going to discuss that with Natalie and Carly, and we'll figure out when we schedule our next one because I love these. I do love these. We have some things going on in April, my grandson's birthday, Easter. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the US. So that's cutting into all my playtime. But we are definitely going to schedule another one, and I'm excited to see that finished product. I kind of want you to bring it back at our next live, Carly. I really
I
loved
will.
it.
I will. Well, maybe
And
the next one I'll do Natalie's face live,
yes,
and I'll have yours finished to show. Yeah.
I would.
Yeah,
I would love.
That'd be so
No, I'll
fun.
scan it
I
and
might,
print it.
I might get distracted when I pull the cards. It's like, what is she doing to me?
Yeah, I know. I was trying to stay focused because I kept looking
Yeah.
up, and I was like, "Wow, what is she
And like
doing?"
there was a part where the glue wouldn't stick down next to your nose, and it kind of looked like your nose. You probably couldn't see it on the camera because it was too far away. But for me, it looked like your nose was on the side of your face because of the bubble underneath the glue. And I'm like trying to push it down, thinking, "Oh my God, she's gonna freak out that she's
I
got
love
this."
her nose.
I have to say, I did like the shape you were giving my nose there.
Yeah,
What's
it's all
wrong with
about
your
magic. We're magically
I love
enhancing
it.
ourselves. So.
I love it. I'm gonna print it out and bring it to my hairdresser and be like, do my
Yeah,
makeup
Jordan's
and
like,
my
you'll have to
hair
post it
exactly
to her.
like
And I'm
this.
like, oh no, I'll scan it and email it to her.
Scanning is fine. That's how I printed out the last two, and they came out really nice.
Yeah, I'll scan them at a really high resolution so that they can be printed. So
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So I'm trying to think, do we have anything coming up? Next Wednesday, Alejandro is doing the male perspective, which I'm really excited about those sessions. Those conversations have been amazing. And I think after that, we have a Q&A with some new teachers on, I want to say like the 27th of the month. I've lost track of all time, but click and follow and you'll be able to find what's coming up. And if you can't find any of the teachers, putting their name in the chat again, send me a message. I'm happy to point you in the right direction. And with that, we're going to say goodbye and we will see everyone soon. Thank you again for joining us.